Joyce today on Straight Talk 1400 is Jeremiah P. Eckridge. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me on.
He's a local author and author of the book The Second Stone Age, and from the Barnhart area. And this was kind of a neat thing for you because you're kind of breaking into becoming an author. I mean, you still work and all that other kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, I do. I work for FedEx Freight full time, and
Yeah, so
I do all this on the side.
So you came up with The Second Stone Age. That's been out for a little bit, not real long. How's it been going?
It's been going really well. I started with it about a year ago. I released the book with a vanity press, we call it, back in February of 2015. And from there, basically decided they weren't doing a whole lot for me. I spent a lot of money with them and wasn't happy with the quality. So I think I had about a year and 6 months left on the contract, and I was able to break it, and so I broke it. Started my own publishing company, and which is Boeck Inc. And I put the book back out under Boeck Inc. with a brand new cover, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, the first cover, it was okay.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really happy with it. It wasn't the quality I wanted. So I was able to have more control over everything that happens and was able to make it happen. It was really cool.
So it's like been relaunched.
It actually has, yeah. So this is actually called a second print. Now that first print, which is really cool about it, is now it's a collector item.
So, but people can still buy the book right now.
Yeah, they can buy the second print with the new cover.
Okay.
And that's why the first print becomes a collector. You can no longer buy it. I have, I think 90 copies of it left that I sell when I go to conventions and all that. And but that's it. Once they're gone, they're gone. You can't buy it again.
The name of the book, The Second Stone Age. Can people go on Amazon and get this?
Absolutely. It's on Amazon. You can get it in paperback for $10. You can also get it Kindle edition for 99 cents.
Wow. Jeremiah P. Eckridge, R-I-C-H, or E-C-K-R-I-C-H is how you spell his last name. You're also doing some local events. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. April 1st, I'm going to be at the Hillsborough Intermediate School. I will be there from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. They're going to have me right there in the front lobby, so as the kids are leaving school, they'll pass right by me, and then obviously the kids from the junior high and the high school actually are getting information on this, and they can come over after they get home or whatever.
So when the kids walk up to you and say, well, what kind of book is this? What's the short version?
The short version would be is basically it's a mixture of survival and I would say post-apocalyptic. Aliens come to Earth, and I don't draw things out. In the first 2 chapters, you know what's happening.
Yeah.
The aliens come, they attack us. I went in a direction that you've never seen before. I did something completely new, and that's what I love doing. Mm-hmm. And after the first 2 chapters, then it becomes more of a survival, post-apocalyptic story. And these folks, let me tell you, I put them in a very hard spot.
I didn't make it easy for them. Yeah, they don't cross a river and find a beautiful orchard with plenty of that's safe and everything. Yeah. But for some reason that's really popular now, isn't it?
It is. It grew, and as I've been able to market it, the more people get into this, the more the word spreads, and that's obviously how things happen. And I've had time to do that, but it really is starting to take off in a major way, and I'm super happy about that.
Again, the name of the book, The Second Stone Age. So you're going to be on Hillsborough Intermediate, and when is that again?
That's going to be April 1st from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m.
And I don't think that's the only. Do you have anything else planned?
Absolutely. I got actually 2 more events.
Oh, all right.
April 2nd, the very following day, I'm going to be at Cool Beans Java Cafe. And I'm super excited about that. I actually went and met the owner last night and had lunch. And let me tell you, the food there is fantastic. And the desserts are wonderful, too.
Where is that located?
That's actually at 316 Locust Street in Hillsborough, Missouri. And I will be there April 2nd from 10 a.m. to noon. And then afterwards, I'm going to hang out and have lunch because the food was good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That sounds fantastic. And more.
The final event that I'm going to have will be June 11th of this year. I'm going to actually be in St. Genevieve. It's a store called Whatnots and Oddities. I also got to go and do some marketing and meet the owner there. Her name's Amelia Rose, and she's a very, very nice lady, and we got along very well. So she's located at 316 Market Street in St. Genevieve, Missouri. And on June 11th, I will be there from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And I should tell people I looked at the store. It's really cool. She's got, she's got like a $600 paintings, and she's got stuff all the way down to $5. So anything in between, but she's got a variety of stuff. It's a really cool little store.
So people can meet you and shop, or meet you and have some coffee or whatever, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of coffee, at all of these events, when I expanded and did my own thing, I created some T-shirts that go along with the book.
Oh.
I did some coffee mugs and also some backpacks, and I will have specials running on all that stuff as well as my books, and yeah, they'll be able to pick up any of that stuff as well.
It feels like, it's almost like you have a band and no major label like picked you up and put in, $4 million worth of promotion. You're just doing this yourself, and then, but it's like a momentum thing, and then once you hit a certain point, more and more and more, right?
Absolutely. And that's the way it works. I do a lot of social media advertising. I do word of mouth, and
now is there a Facebook page called something?
There is. That's been a running joke ever since I created it, because it's a very, very long deal. And the one guy told me, he goes, "You're the only guy on Facebook that doesn't want to be found." I laugh about that. But here's the easiest way to find me. Just go to boeckinc.com. It's BOECKINC.com.
Okay.
And from there, I have an actual post link that you can click on for Facebook. It'll take you right to my fan page.
All right.
And also for Twitter.
Yeah.
And while you're there, you can check out what the book's about, and then also I have a web store combined with that where you can buy any of this stuff. So if you buy a book, I will actually autograph it and mail it to you, and you don't have to track me down.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Just because, like we talked about the three events, April 1st, April 2nd, in Hillsborough, and the one coming up June 11th, I thought you said, in St. Genevieve. But I'm sure others might pop up, and people may want to see those, right?
Oh no, absolutely, yeah. And that's why I was telling people this is probably going to be my last three events locally for a while, because my next book's coming out October 2nd. I'm going to release it at a Tricon. It's in Evansville, Indiana. They treated me really well last year, so I'm going to release my book with them. And then the hopes would be from October on to try to do another couple local events to let the folks around here get to see it. And if that doesn't work out, it would be the beginning of 2017 when I could start doing a couple local events.
So, Jeremiah, how do you balance work, writing, family, kids? You know what I mean? Do you sleep at all? How's this work?
Very little.
Yeah.
Very little. I mean, I just, there's a lot of nights, I'm going to bed at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and, I got to be up at, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and
right.
got to fit exercise and all that stuff in there. And it's a grueling schedule. It really is. I feel like I'm, like you said, like a band on the road, because I'm just going. But if you want to be successful, you got to put your work in. And
right. Yeah, a lot of people can write, and they want to, drop it off or send it to somebody and wait for the revenue checks to come pouring in. It doesn't really work that way, does it?
No. I mean, back in the day, you'd send it to a publisher, and, you might get picked up or whatever, but the days have changed, and those sort of things just don't happen anymore.
Right.
A lot of the bookstores have kind of stepped in to help with that, and if you do really well at one of their signings, a publisher might see you, but you got 30,000 new books hitting the market every day.
It's a lot.
It is. And if you don't get yourself out there, and if you don't market yourself, and if you're not willing to put the work in, you're never going to be successful. You're going to sell 20, 30 copies. You're going to spend a lot of money, and you're going to regret doing it and probably never write again. So
just real fast, the last Stone Age, you're going to be in a middle school, so obviously it's appropriate for them.
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah, the second Stone Age.
The second Stone Age, I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. Don't worry about it. But, yeah, no, there's absolutely no curse words in this entire book.
Okay.
I wrote it I wanted the parents and the kids both to be able to read it, enjoy it. And so, yeah, there's no sex acts or anything like that kids shouldn't be reading. And that's what people really have been drawn to. The parents get something different out of the book than the kids do, and then they can talk about it over the dinner table, and it's been a really cool thing.
Yeah, just to have that conversation, like, I'm not sure I would have done that. Maybe I would have handled it this way, or maybe I would have, or boy, they really messed up. Having that conversation.
Right.
And you learn that way.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Because it's harder to find stuff in common with kids. you're a little bit younger than I am, but I don't play Xbox, and you know what I mean. They're so to find things that you can both participate in and have conversations about, I think it's great.
No, absolutely. And I was still able to make it exciting enough that the kids are going to love it, the adults are going to love it. And it's super hard to connect with kids sometimes. And so this book, I think, bridges that gap for, at least a couple days.
Couple days. His name, Jeremiah, middle initial P, Eckrich, Eckrich, Eckrich. And it's the second Stone Age. Well, good luck. I hope you have success, and we'll send some people your way.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I want to just shout out two people that are actually going to be at the June 11th event.
Okay.
Their name it's Edward and Eva Gellert. They're a married couple, but Ed writes books as well. He wrote The Dark Harvest, Children of Enoch, Book 1, and he's going to be there. And then also we're going to have Eva Gellert, and she does chainmail. And I know that's not something people see in this area at all, and she makes all types of stuff. She makes bracelets, earrings, ties. It's just really, really neat. So if you've never seen that kind of work done, she'll actually be doing it on site, showing people how she does it, and then selling her product as well.
Again, that's June 11th, and where's that again?
That's at Whatnots and Oddities at 316 Market Street, St. Genevieve, Missouri, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you having me.
No problem. Again, Jeremiah, join us today here on Straight Talk 1400.